I love my Sony A7 III. I also love the battery life that I get from the original OEM batteries. I don't like, however, the fact that the original OEM batteries are still very expensive. So I've been looking at third-party batteries. I've tried a few before, along with the charger, and the ones that I had recommended in the past were RAV Power, but that was many years ago when the Sony A7 III came out. Nowadays, when you stick in one of those old batteries, even though they worked with firmware back then, either it was firmware 2 or firmware 3, now when you stick them on in there, Sony detects it and lets you know, gives you a warning message, as you might have seen, something about a caution, whether or not that it's detected that it's using a third-party battery and whether or not you want to proceed. You got to click OK in order to continue. Now, unfortunately, this messes you up because if you want to turn on your camera and hurry up and start recording, you got to have to press the OK button in order to continue. If you misclick it, it's going to shut down the camera and you lose the shot. There's now this. Vemico sent me this battery pack in order to review, and I'm really happy to report that it's working out pretty well for me on my Sony A7 III. This is the Vemico NP-FZ100 kit, and it comes with 2 of these battery packs and also a dual charger with an LCD screen and also a USB-C cable. Now I've already taken USB-C cable, plugged in my portable battery pack just to show you what's going on with that. Pretty straightforward. It's just a little bit more advanced than the ones that just show you a green screen, or I mean not a green screen, green LED or a red LED to let you know the status of the charge. This will actually do the following. So here we go. So it actually lights up in blue. There's actually a light, and then there's these little LCDs on here that let you know what the state of the charge is. Now you go ahead and stick those in there, and you can already see that this one's fully charged because I had fully charged these with my favorite charger, which I'll link down below. This is not my favorite charger, but this is definitely a step up above the ones that RAV Power used to give because it actually gives you a status to let you know what's going on in here, and it also provides a light. Okay, so this other pack on the other side, or the bottom one, is actually charging up right now. Now, the charging speed is not super fast because this will only output 5 watts at a time. So if you do the math, it will still take a couple hours from a completely empty battery cell, all right? Assuming that the battery capacity of this truly is 2,280 milliamp hours. Here's the thing, okay? If you're going to get a battery pack, still the Sony tests the best and it lasts the absolute longest. And I'm talking about in terms of longevity, how many charge cycles you can get out of these. Now, these are third-party battery packs. Although they're fully decoded, they feel weighty and about the same roughly. I believe these cells are not as good as the Sony packs. And the reason why I say that is because using some testing equipment and also using my favorite charger, I've noticed that out of a 3 out of a 5-star rating, 5 meaning that it is the best cells right off the bat, and the ones from Sony, this only gets a 3 out of 5. Good news is, at 3 out of 5, you get 2 of them for the same price, and a charger and a case, actually a case for the whole thing, and also little plastic cases for your battery packs for the same price as just one Sony battery. So economically, this kind of makes sense. Just realize that these batteries are not going to last as long in a long haul as the Sony batteries, which probably uses the most premium cells and battery technologies available out of all the battery packs that are available for the FZ100. So it just comes down to, do I still recommend this? Yes, absolutely. These are going to replace my RAV Power ones when I'm out and about shooting because this is fully decoded. I don't get the error messages that I used to get with the older third-party battery packs that don't support it. I stick them right in there and it automatically thinks that they're Sony packs. And if you look at the screen over here, it will actually show you that, okay, right over here, it'll actually show you that it's at 100%. Now, as far as the usage, in terms of the battery life and how many shots you get out of that, I didn't do a side-by-side test on that because I really couldn't tell a difference between this and the other packs that I've been using, which are primarily the RAV Powers. Okay, so it's roughly about that same level performance that you get with third party, except that these are fully decoded. Another thing which I think was really great about these is that the fact that they're orange actually helps stand out. It's a lot easier to find than some sort of black batteries in the bottom of a case somewhere. So that helps this to stand out so I know exactly which packs are which at the bottom of my battery case and pack. And if that still doesn't work, of course, you can usually identify these batteries compared to your other batteries because of the size and your usage, and you can just easily use a regular black Sharpie to mark them off. So to sum it up, for about $50, you get 2 of these batteries that are fully decoded FZ100 batteries that are fully compatible with the absolute latest firmware on the A7 III that I've tested, and this firmware just came out just a couple of days ago, right? It's almost April 2021 and it still works out just fine. Negative news is that these are definitely not as good as the Sony battery packs, nor will they last likely as long at all over a period of years. But for the price, you get 2 of them with a charger and a case and a USB cable. So what's not to like about that? All right, if you're interested in this product, please go ahead and check out my links down below. Sometimes there are sales, so it's always good to go ahead and check that out. But right now, I see it that it is $48.99, and actually, if you purchase it from Amazon in the US, at least you get free returns if you try it out and you find out that it doesn't work well for you. Now, as I do more testing with this battery pack, since I've only had it for about a week, I'll post an update. Okay, I'll let you guys know. All right, please give this a like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. A note about the battery life of these things. Now, there's an internal chip in here that probably reports back to the Sony camera roughly how much charge is in there. And obviously, since Vemico has figured out how to decode that information, you cannot necessarily trust exactly what's being reported out to the camera. All right, so in first use, it might show 100%, but then it might drop fairly quickly. That could be a function of this complete, the chip inside there recalibrating. So it might require you to completely power cycle the entire battery, use it all the way till dead, charge it up, use it all the way till dead, charge it up to have it reset and give you the proper amount of charge or the proper amount of capacity that's available in here to report accurately back to the Sony camera. At least that's what I'm thinking. Again, I'll update the review about the Vemico battery pack a little bit later. It'll be in the comments down below most likely, and I'll have it pinned. So come back later and I'll give you my thoughts on that.